If you want to get with the most beautiful girls in the world, you need to start depedestalizing them. By normalizing dating the most beautiful girls, you will actually be able to attain this instead of it being some big, scary foreign concept for you. Starting with the ironic part about all this, which is that not even the girl wants you to pedestalize her. No girl wants a man who she does not respect. This is so important. And when you go up to a girl and you instantly just place so much value on her beauty when you don't even know her, and you're like, oh my God, baby, you're so beautiful. Can I buy you a drink? That's like the most cringe, biggest turnoff for her. She's been constantly interacting, like, I know these are kind of cringe terms, but let's just use them, like the alpha male versus beta male. She's been interacting with and getting with the alpha males her entire life, the dudes who have been like the star football player on the team, the most successful guy, just kind of a G overall. Those type of dudes is who she's been with, and these dudes are the ones who have been like kind of ignoring her, don't really care. They're kind of just like, let's hang out later. And then if you come along with this beta male mindset, putting her on a pedestal, she's instantly just going to be turned off. And even if you did have enough value before you opened your mouth, you would have ruined it because you said some dumb shit by pedestalizing her. So girls want to respect the man that they're going to get with and that they're going to go on to date. So you don't want to kill this respect by pedestalizing a girl right off the bat. I'll never do this. I'll never lead with a compliment. And sometimes people misinterpret this and say like, oh, well, you can never compliment a girl. That's not true. If a girl likes or loves you, you can definitely compliment her. And it's definitely a way that you can be very charming and charismatic. And there is times that it is appropriate. But right off the bat, when you're first meeting a girl, when you're first talking to her, you should not be doing this. And I'm going to tell you what to do in the next point. Now, let me tell you how I've interacted with girls so that I've been able to get with some of the most beautiful girls that my younger self would have dreamed about getting with. So I kind of have this qualify mindset where I go up to a girl and I introduce myself. I'll usually start with something like, excuse me, what's your name? And I start there. So it's pretty clear that I want to get to know her because she's attractive. I wouldn't be going up to an ugly girl and trying to talk to her. And it's like very direct. It's like, who are you? Like, let me get to know you type of thing. But then I start kind of getting into like having a very personal conversation focused on her. And of course, if she asks questions back, I'll answer them. But if she doesn't, I'm keeping the conversation on her, asking open-ended questions, listening, really trying to get to know her as a person, having this like qualify mindset. Because with this, you're actually trying to get to know the girl, which one, she's going to appreciate, and two, you're kind of increasing your value in a way by not being so direct that you want to get with her. Because if you go up to a girl and you say to her, oh my God, you're so beautiful, can I buy you a drink? She knows that if she spread her legs, you're going to fuck her. But when I come up to a girl, there's still that element of mystery of like, does he like me? He's actually trying to get to know me. He might not want to just get with me. It's a little bit of a better approach for you increasing your perceived value. If you want to increase your perceived value and get with the hotter girls, which is kind of necessary, then this is a really, really good mindset. And boys, this is only going to work if you are high value yourself, or at least improving your value in a couple different ways. So that's why I built you the High Value Man Guide. This is going to cover every single thing that you need to do as a man to increase your value so you can get with the most beautiful girls. This is completely free. It's the first thing in the description below. And now the next thing, which my younger self struggled with big time, was you need to believe that you can get with the most attractive girls. This is something that I truly believe deep down now, but my younger self didn't believe this, and this held me back from even going and talking to the most attractive girls. And I'll give you a funny story from when I was in Norway. So there was an Instagram model who had like 30K on IG, one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen. And I happened to, she popped up in my feed when I was there, and I was like, damn, I would love to get with this girl. And I actually saw her out one night when I was there at the club. So I went and talked to her immediately. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is my chance. So I believed that I could get with her. Although it didn't work out, she was a nice girl. We talked for a little bit, but she just wasn't really into like hooking up. And someone told me that she's actually not like the hookup kind of girl. She's got a very low body count, which I respect. That improves her increases her value even more that she's not a hoe. But you know, either way, I still was just like, oh shit, like this is my chance. Like I'm gonna go take it. I can get with this girl. You know, although it didn't work out, I still believed that I could, and I tried. Whereas my younger self would see like a 6 or a 7 who was okay and be like, oh, there's no way we can get with her. That's crazy. But now, like, genuinely one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life, I went up to with no issues, no anxiety, was just like, hey, what's your name? right? Normal stuff, just getting to know her. It's the same plays as with every other girl that I see, but she just happened to be one of the most beautiful ones I've ever talked to. And it didn't work out, but I believed that I could. And that belief will fuel you to get with some of the most beautiful girls. And when I was in Norway, don't get me wrong, I was sleeping with extremely attractive girls because I believed I could. This is one of the things that you need to cultivate. You need to cultivate the mindset that you can do anything you want, including getting with the most beautiful girls. So this is absolutely necessary. I mean, you're never gonna get anywhere if you don't believe in yourself. You have to be your own biggest supporter. I'm my biggest supporter. I mean, no one supports me as much as I do. Not my family, not my friends. I get shit done because I believe in myself and I believe that I can always make shit happen. And I'm not exaggerating this at all. And this is so important that every single one of you need to cultivate. Self-belief is one of the most valuable things you will have. And it's also going to make you crazy confident to a degree that you otherwise would never be if you didn't have self-belief. And now here's something you really need to ingrain into your mindset, which is that you should not be intimidated by attractive girls. There is no reason to be intimidated just because someone was born with beauty. Now, let's compare it to the male equivalent, which would be a very successful, really well put together top 1% man. This guy is still the same as everyone else. If you meet him in a normal circumstance, like if you were meeting him at a bar and you weren't like meeting him at like a meetup or something, or if you happen to meet him like gambling, sitting down at a table and you were there, he's just going to interact with you like a normal person. And attractive girls are the same way. If you're not sliding into their DMs being like, oh my God, baby, you're so beautiful. Like if you just meet them in a normal spot where they're just out socializing and you just happen to also be the best version of yourself, a high value man, because you picked up my guide and you interact with them like a normal person, you can get with them. And let me tell you about another IG model who is in Sweden. And I slept with her sister, so I kind of ruined my chance now for getting with her. Unless like she doesn't know, then maybe one day. But I got with her sister, and her sister would always snap me, send me pictures or whatever. And this girl who you think would be on yachts and private jets and hanging with billionaires all around the world, bro, she was just sitting on the couch, hanging out with her sister in some small ass house in some city in Sweden. Like she wasn't doing anything crazy. Like their Instagram and the pictures you see of like the most attractive girls make it out to seem like they have these crazy lives, that they're always doing something. But I promise you, even the most beautiful girls, and also like the 8s and 9s, the ones that like are beautiful, but they're not like showcasing it on Instagram. They don't have all these followers and all this, but they're just like very attractive girls overall. They don't have crazy lives. Like that IG model I told you about that I met in Norway, she worked at a hotel. Like she worked at a chain hotel. Like this is what she did with her when she had 30K on Instagram. She's not like out here on jets and boats, and yeah, maybe she does travel a little bit, but these girls, they're not doing anything too extravagant. Now there are gonna be some who play the game, whatever, who have like a little bit bigger of a following, and they do this stuff and they're always on boats and jets. And these are not even the girls you want to get with, because those are like true hoes. And still, there's nothing to be intimidated about for their beauty. Once again, there's no reason that you should be intimidated by them. But I've been hanging out with very, very beautiful girls, and they are normal people. I can promise you from the bottom of my heart that they are normal people. Now, of course, this is something I mentioned before, that there is a standard where it's like, if you're fat, if you're lazy, if you have nothing going on in your life, if you have no social, emotional intelligence, no communicative abilities, no confidence, then yeah, they're not gonna give you the time of day. Why would they? They have something that's extremely valuable. But if you're just working on yourself as a man, if you're in the gym, if you're lean, if you're building a nice body, if you take care of your looks, if you have good style, if you're improving yourself, and all this is outlined in the High Value Man Guide, by the way, you will be able to at least interact with them in a respectful manner. They'll treat you nice. As long as you're on point yourself, you can have good interactions with them, and some of them you'll sleep with. Like I said, I didn't sleep with that Instagram model that had 30K, but I do get with very gorgeous girls all of the time. This is something that you just will have to do. You have to shoot your shot. You have to try. You have to believe that you can get with the most attractive girls. You're also going to be improving yourself in the process. So this is kind of something you got to take into consideration as well, that it's a process of self-development on your end, improving across every single aspect, character traits, skills, your finances, your status, your looks, your style, everything. If you're improving every single aspect of your life, on a long enough time frame, depending on where your starting point is, you will be able to get with the most beautiful girls in the world. I promise you that. And that's where I want to leave off. And that's why I want to emphasize the value of grabbing this High Value Man guide and using it as your guiding force. This is something that I build myself. I have my very own, and I refer back to it all the time. I put in future plans. I've got like so many different things going on in there, like how I'm going to do this. I have so many plans that I execute on over long enough time frames, like years, that's allowed me to build my value year after year and continue to improve. So you can grab that and do the same exact thing that I do that has gotten me to this point, and it's completely for free. It's the first link in the description below.